Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Ryan Eastman, coming to you live from the Biloxi Voodoo Crawdad Stadium. I'm flying solo tonight in the booth, but for today we have Game 1 of the Rookie Combine. Top 24 players coming out tonight to do one of two exhibition games here. An opportunity for all the top 24 players to add on to their performance from the Combine Games. This is the first time the players are getting to experience the court for the Voodoo. The first time these players are actually getting to play on a FBA level court. Be interesting to see how the players perform tonight. They've had a small time to work together to develop some chemistry during the course of the Combine Games with the exhibition games on the court. Obviously tonight not everyone will be going 120%. No one wants to suffer an injury before the draft. That would be a very unfortunate way to head into the start of your FBA career, is to say that, hey, I suffered an injury during a game that didn't even matter in the end. Tonight, for the first game, we have the Stars and the Elites facing off. And then for Game 2, the rosters will switch. We'll have different starters come on the floor. And I think I see the players heading down now, actually, so we'll jump down to the court now. And the tip-off will go the way of the Elites in blue, Stars in red. First shot no good. Stars. Coyote with the ball. She finished first in the draft combine event. See if she can show off some of her offensive prowess here tonight. The shot clock wound down for the Stars, but it didn't matter in the end. Still able to get the bucket up. Moise getting the first bucket to fall here tonight. On the other end, Wu Chuan scoring first bucket for the Elites. They put up the first points here, tied 2 apiece. Moise calls for the screen from Cece. Not able to get anything going, and dish it over to Peace. Pulls up from mid-range, not a great shot, but it's going to be Kyoto coming up with the rebound. The ball just landed in her paws there, an offensive board for her. She didn't necessarily light up the boards in the Combine Challenge rebound event, but didn't need to here to get the offensive board, as Ju will pull it down. Nito, quick pass down to Clark, who has an open lane to the basket, and the Huskies going to elevate for the dunk. Getting a little bit showy here. Pine almost stripped. Peace will get the ball back, but that will be a backcourt violation. We'll see the ball given over to the Elites. See if they can keep the momentum going after that. A wonderful dunk from Clark on the fast break. Then the Chewan. Chewan. Getting contact again, Moise will go to the line for 2. And I promise I will try not to mix up Moise and Boyce, as they both will be on the same team for the first game. That's not going to be confusing at all here tonight. Thank you, staff, for deciding to put those two together. Hopefully they're not on the floor together at the same time. Lane to the basket, elevates with a teardrop, and it is good over 2 defenders. Inari, she'll bring the ball up the court. Relative of Kyler. Made a big splash this last year in the FBA. No good on the shot. Will get the offensive board, though. as they're able to put it up, but no good on the second chance attempt. Moist on the fast break is slowed down by the defense. And stripped Clark fighting for the ball, and it actually will stay with the elites. They're going to say that the Stars touched it last. Clark not going to get the stat for a steal, but he caused that turnover there. Great defense coming out from the center. Top finisher from the center group in the Combine game with his athleticism. Definitely a little light at 225 pounds, but has good wingspan. Makes him a bit more agile, like we saw young Jake Turner, but might struggle a little bit against players like Sterling or DQ. Moist, turnaround jumper, no good, off the iron. Roth will pull down the rebound. Bit of a stalemate here. Both teams starting to struggle to find the basket. Roth, the Hawk, fading away from the basket, no good. It's going to be Tanner Hunt with the rebound. Big Hyena is going to dish over Cotto for three from the right side, no good. Wide open from opportunity there for her, just not able to make it convert. On the other end, Roth fights through the contact, will get the bucket. No foul called, though, on the contact. Peace. Sees a wide open Teresa in the post and just lays it up in off the glass. Teresa stepping it up here. Keeping the Stars in it as the Elite looking to break the 10-point barrier here. This is where the problems might come in for the lack of chemistry, is they're trying to draw up some kind of plays, but as you see the shot clock already winding down, under 5 seconds, it's just going to be Inari taking a very difficult three. Not the best shot opportunity. We're going to see Cece, the Swan, driving to the post, off the glass, but will get contact against Roth. The Swan will head to the line 4-2. The Hawk will have his first personal foul. CC. Good on the first, no good on the second. Chance to tie it up, lost. Over to Roth, open lane to the basket, pulls up, no good. CC will box out. Xavier there for the rebound. Over to Teresa. And now to Moist, but it looks like Teresa is getting a little open. Now she's matched up against Clark. Keep an eye on them. I think they're going to dish it to her off a screen. They do, but she's so far out from the three-point line, she can't really afford to take that sort of shot. But finds her way to the basket, and a great second clutch there. Double clutch. Defender was not able to really get a paw in her face, and she makes the shot hanging in the air. Only 5'10", but with a good vertical. Gave her plenty of airtime to make that last second adjustment and hold on. She has been the bulk of the scoring for the Stars here as they take the lead. And Hunt coming up with the steal there. Fast play opportunity over to Moist from beyond the arc. Left sideline, no good. Almost wish CC had just taken the ball herself and dunked it. She had the advantage there. Quick dish down low, but against the Swan, he's being smothered. Blocked. Drew gets his own rebound. Shea Swan, though, blocked a second time or tipped on the pass, and it's going to be a fast break opportunity. Teresa blocked. Great block coming out there. Nito, I believe, was the one who drew the block as Roth will put up the bucket, and it converts. And the cold spell finally ending for the Elites as they put up the bucket there. Peace. The Hippopotamus dishing it out to the hot paw of Teresa. But back to him as he's matched up well against there. But no, they're going with Hunt. Hunt bullying his way, using that big body to get down low in the post. And it's off the glass and good. I was wrong. Nito was not the one who came up with the block previously. Nito's the one with the ball now in his paws. And out of bounds. A little bit of a miscommunication there coming out. as the Tur threw it a little bit out of the way, straight out of bounds. Hopefully no one took a hit in the crowd. Seven minutes gone here in a very close game, 10-11. A bit of mistakes coming out on both sides. And plenty of second chance opportunities, just not able to convert them. And now they got peace. The Hippo backed up against Benito. Benito, not afraid of the matchup, swipes the ball, gets the steal. That's the best way you can play the defense against a player like that when you have such a huge disadvantage in height. But quick turnover back of the way. And alley-oop attempt, but no. Does not work out. There's that lack of chemistry, and Xavier was ready to box out CC, but no need. Bucket is good on the fast break. Elite's back in the lead. Peace with the ball. He's going to dish on over to Moise, who also calls for a screen right after that. So it pulled so far out. And this is the matchup again. Peace fading away over Nito, probably a bit afraid of being swiped again on his shot attempt. So fading away, taking a more difficult shot. Did work out in the end, but no, Peace gonna swipe the ball from the Hawk, making up for his earlier mistake. And that was just him running by and seeing an distracted Hawk, not paying attention. Saw an open chance and went for it, and it turned out to be a good decision, as they will have possession here. But shot clock winding down. And Nito stabbing it out. And we get to see a quick fast break on the other end. Slowed down by the defense. Rustlin gets it to work in the end. Great basket there, down low in the post, having to work a little bit for it with the taller defenders around him. But he plays them like a fiddle and makes the bucket. We will see a quick timeout from the Stars. And the big thing I'm seeing so far from the game is the fact that Teresa Cody is stepping it up for the Stars on offense. I mean, she's put up the bulk of their points. On the other end, it's mostly been Roth and Shea Wan scoring. However, a few players have chimed in. Clark with the big dunk. Russell with that basket. It's been the defense really stepping up. We'll see mass substitutions for both teams here. We'll see a bit of the rest top 24 head out onto the floor. Frost over to Nur. They'll take a shot from well beyond the arc, but no good. It was close despite the defense. Kondori. Quick fast play opportunity is converted by Rutterfield. The Otter out of MMU, making the quick bucket to extend the Stars' deficit here, now down by 5. Over to Iwata. Calls for the screen. Has a lane to the basket, gets into the paint, and just no favors there from the rim as it rattles out. Rutherfield, quick pass to Kondori, laying it up and the defense was nowhere around. Miscommunication in transition there cost them an absolutely easy basket. I mean, they have to at least put some kind of defense up. Lama just flouncing his way through the defense like they weren't even there. And they weren't. No one in sight for the Lama. Shot attempt no good. The Stars starting to struggle here now. The Elites had their cold spell and allowed the Stars to get back in it, but now it's gone the other way. Roth no good. Weber going to pull down the board. Passing up to Rebecca. Frost over to Weber. Got to keep it on the shot clock. It's going to start winding down. They're just calling for screens, trying to break the defense, and I think they're going to end up on the perimeter with Nur taking a 3, and this time, finally, they're able to make pay dirt. Scoring the long-range bucket there after 2 misses, one from beyond the arc earlier. Finding purchase here. Adam. Stripped, but he gets the ball back, and he's just waiting for that screen to come up, but now he's kind of in no man's land. He's too far for a 3. Just going to pass it off to the Llama. But the Llama not afraid to take the shot with the shot clock against his back, hitting a mid-range. We only have 2 possessions left in this quarter before the clock will run out, but I have to see if the Stars can put up anything. I mean, keep an eye on Nur. I wouldn't be surprised if they go to them for 3, but no, it's going to be Kinji. Wants it. Can't make it convert, though, so now the Elites have one more opportunity here. Rutherfield up to Roth. Roth from beyond the arc. No good there. And with that, the first quarter comes to a close, 20-14. The Elites started to pick it up there at the end, but the Stars absolutely have struggled. If not for that 3-pointer from Nur, they would have been almost down by double digits after the first quarter, just due to absolute cold shooting and some unfortunate mistakes coming out from them. We will see some more substitutions here. Blue Jay is in now. Over to Weber, down to Frost in the post, but back out. The Blue Jay makes it work. Coming over from the Greek professional scene. Atheos getting his first basket here. Atheos performed well, finishing 3rd in the Combine trials. So we'll see Andy head to the line for 2. Frost getting called for the contact there against the Hawk. Wada, top of the arc, trying to wait for the defense and offense to settle into their plays, but good dish on over to Weber. The Deer ends up giving it back to himself after the shot clock started to wind down. Nur dishing it back, let him back down against the post, but not able to convert there. Another opportunity for the Elites. Star defense needs to step up, and another foul on Kinji. He is not happy with that call. Neither is the crowd, but I mean, they can't really have that many people to cheer against. The Shark against the Hawk. No good on the second. Elites find themselves up by 6. Stars looking for their second basket in this quarter, and it's stripped. I don't know who got the paw on it, but Kondori will come up with it, corralling the loose ball. Immediately back on offense once again for the Elites. They have a good matchup in the post, so keep an eye. I expect they're going to pass down low to Kondori. The Llama likes that matchup, and that's his 6th point here tonight. Perfect from the field so far. He was matched up against the Blue Jay, who stood no chance against the Llama in terms of the post play. Rebecca with the ball now. Back to Atheos. Good screen, wide open 3. Had a chance to settle, but not able to convert it there. And that was just an amazing screen provided by Rebecca. Gave so much time for Atheos to get the shot up, just not able to convert in. And you're not going to get that kind of a good screen that often at the FBA level. I mean, Rebecca's big enough that she was able to keep the defenders away. And it's me, Rutherfield, trying to answer with a 3 of his own, no good. Nur, one-on-one, sees a chance, will get fouled, though, by Rutherfield. Sending the Slug to the line for 2. Good on the first. And good on the second. Nur getting the majority of the points here in the second quarter for the Stars rolling. The other end. Rutherfield wants to make up for his mistake. No good, though. Weber will come down with the ball. Stars a chance to continue to cut into this lead. Nur over to Atheos and back to Nur. Down low post. Rebecca Turnaround dunk, and she is not kidding there with that throwdown. Hangs onto the rim for an extra emphasis. She'll still say she was just trying to make sure she wasn't going to fall on anyone, but I think that was a statement. Beautiful turnaround dunk there. Definitely got the crowd excited, as did it I. Rutherfield fouled on the way up by Rebecca. Bit of a hard nudge there against the Otter, but he bounces up. He's okay. Rebecca maybe feeling it a bit there after the adrenaline of having that dunk, and maybe the crowd was a little bit giving her a little too much confidence there in her defending. Good on both. Boyce. Here's the problem. If there's Moise out there, I'm going to really lose it. I'm not going to be able to do Boyce to Moise to Boyce to Moise. Right now, it's Wada with the ball driving into the post. Dishing it to Rebecca, who's getting back down. She decides to dish out to Adams. High ball, no good. Ralston will come with the ball. Shot clock was not in their favor there, and Rebecca probably wanted to get a shot off, but the defense was just smothering her so much she was at risk of stepping out of bounds. Kondori, no good. Kondori has the height over Rebecca, but Rebecca definitely has the strength. Swipe attempt in from Rutherfield, but not able to get it from the Badger. Nerd dishing back out to Boyce. He's calling for some screens, but not really getting any openings. And shot clock, got to keep an eye on it. Weber's got to take a three. Not his normal range, and he's not going to convert from there. Roth from the free throw line is good. Getting the Elite back out to an 8-point lead. Weber. Dishing it to Awada, but giving a good screen. Awada not choosing to take it, though. But this does create a good matchup. Rutherfield versus Weber. Weber has the power, and he gets his own miss and able to get the second chance bucket. And that's what they wanted with that screen. They wanted Weber to be matched up against Rutherfield. Weber, I think, had almost 80 pounds on the Otter, so him in the post against him is a matchup they definitely want to go for. Roth calling for the screen. Step back jumper from the free throw line is good. Finding consistency from there. Defense needs to be cautious off those screens. He's finding too many openings inside the paint. Again, Weber with the ball. Double screen on the perimeter. Gets Awada right to the paint. Driving in, but matched up. Ooh, blocked, but fouled by the Llama. We'll go to the line for two. At least Kondori making sure to get the block as well, even after the whistle sounded. Wrestling back on the floor. Not too comfortable of a lead here with only 6 minutes left to go in the first half. But it has been tit for tat. Oakley, first time on the floor, no good on the shot attempt. Awada really stretching the defense out. I mean, they're asking for an isolation play, and they even got Peace out all the way at the top of the arc, and we know Peace is not taking a shot from out there. Shot clock is not working with them. He will, the Hippo, make it to the post and lay it in off the glass. Great matchup against Russell there again. The screens are giving them favorable situations, which with the teams not having great chemistry and not knowing the best way to switch off or how the other defender is going to switch, is giving them more openings. As Boyce in the quick transition, able to lay it in off the glass, and there we go, the Stars back within striking distance. Finally finding a spark. Inari. See if she can get anything going for the Elites. Driving to the paint against Peace. She is able to weave her way around the hippo. Crossed up his ankles a bit there. He didn't even get a chance to jump as the Kitsune just lays it up and in. Nur, off the glass, high arcing, is able to convert. A lot of the points for them coming from the free throw line, but that three was what started the scoring for them tonight. Shot clock winding down. Not sure if this is just nothing really being drawn up here as Ruslan just wants to isolate himself and go up against them, driving to the paint and scoring for the Elites. Just kind of wondering what was going on. The offense wasn't moving. I think they were confused what was going on, and Ruslan just decides in the end, heck, I have the ball. I'm just going to take it to the basket myself. But it's going to be Nur, wide open. Defensive presence non-existent off the screen. Leaves the Sea Bunny wide open for that lay-in, answering right back. Not taking their foot off the gas at all here. Ruslan off the screen is against the hippo. He has the speed, but Peace has the height, and he sends it flying into the wings of CC. Block for the hippopotamus. A chance for the Stars to tie it up or potentially even take the lead if they hit a three. And that will be in the capable paws of Awada. High-arcing shot, no good. Ruslan managed to box out and get the rebound. Looking to slow it down and almost stolen there. The Martin gets the contact, though, on the shot, and he will go to the line for an and one opportunity. Extends it to a 5-point lead after that make. We see more substitutions. Teresa back on the floor. See if she can continue her streak. As Coates knocking the ball out of bounds. Will remain with the Stars, though. Peace over to Teresa. Like to see her getting something going from beyond the arc. But not with the shot clock winding down. That is a difficult shot. She is going to airball it. A little too much power behind it with such a tall defender in front of her. Hard to judge distance at that. I think she expected to have to fade away a little bit there. Had she done so, it might have actually been on target. Oakley over to Langston. Holding on to the ball. Shot clock starting to become a problem here. Calls with the screen from Ruslan. One-on-one. Top of the free throw line, no good. Tanner's going to come down with the board. Quick pass to Teresa. Teresa off the glass, no good. Langston able to get enough defensive pressure to stop the Coyote and get the board. So a quick turnaround on offense results in a missed shot for the Stars. Dish it down low. The Margin able to make the turnaround hook shot. It's the Elites. Their field goal percentage has crept up near 50% here. Picking up from that cold start to this game. Moise, good screen. Open look, fouled on the way up by Oakley. Will go to the line for two. Coyote's good on the first. Clark back in for Oakley. And good on the second. An area scouts are definitely keeping an eye on is the free throw shooting, especially in high pressure situations. College level, you're able to get away with a little bit more in terms of having a poor free throw percentage, but with the margins as close as they are at the FBA, if you find yourself at the charity stripe, and not making your shots. That's just a weakness that the other teams are going to exploit. As Teresa somehow pulls down her second offensive rebound, but not able to make it work there. Started off hot, but starting to struggle here in the second quarter. Shaywan. No good. CC will put on the board. Swan gives on over to Moise. Cody finds his way to the post, but stolen by Ruslan. Passed almost right against him. Easy pickings. No good on the shot attempt, but it's going to be Langston. Offensive rebound, but blocked. I couldn't tell if that was Tanner or Teresa who got the block. I guess we'll see at the halftime stats as we are only 40 seconds away, less than that, 32 seconds from ending this first half here. And the Stars definitely want to end it with a bucket. Get it back within a 3-point game, hopefully. But ball is stripped. It's going to be a fast break wide open. No way. Easy dunk. The Martin will elevate and slam it down. That's the third dunk here tonight, and that's the opposite of what the Stars wanted. Now they just got to hope to get something up here, get momentum going into the second half. Moise off the glass, no good. Clark, quick rebound, will toss up to Ruslan, who almost makes the half-court heat, but with that, 41-34 is how the first half of Game 1 Combine will end. Stars find themselves down. Elites ahead. We will dive into the stats of the players in a moment. Overall, good showing for the most part. Definitely some, I don't want to call it concerns. Defense has been very heavy, and there have been a few mistakes, but nothing catastrophic. I think Ruslan's pass out of bounds into the third row was probably the biggest technical mistake we saw in the first half, but not something that I'm going to freak out. That was just a miscommunication. He expected the player to still be there, and he wasn't when he passed the ball without confirming first. As we dive into the stats piece, lighting it up with every stat on the book, including turnovers, but with 2 blocks, 2 steals, 3 assists, a rebound, and 2 points. CC, 4 rebounds, 1 point coming from the charity stripe. Teresa, 6 points, 4 rebounds, and a steal. Moise, 4 points, 4 turnovers, though. That is probably the one technical error the Coyotes not happy about. Hunt, a block, a steal, 4 rebounds, and 2 points. Awada, 11 points, 3 assists, 4 of their points coming from the free throw line. Rebecca, 2 points, 4 rebounds. Weber, 2 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. Atheos, 2 points, 1 for 2 from the field. Frost, an assist, but 2 fouls. Boyce, 2 points. Adams, 2 rebounds. And diving on over to the elites. Roth, 10 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist. Anari, 4 points, 2 assists, and a block. Ruslan, 4 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 5 steals. Getting it done on defense. Shaywan, 11 points, 5 rebounds. Clark, 2 points, 2 rebounds. The Husky hasn't had only 1 shot attempt so far, but did make that dunk very early in the game. Rutherfield, 4 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist. 2 points coming from the free throw line. Ralston, a rebound and an assist. Kondori, 6 points, 3 rebounds. The Llama shooting well, only missed 1 shot that whole first half. Adam, 2 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, no points. Baker, only 6 minutes on the floor, didn't really have a chance to stand out, as did Oakley, only have 5 minutes as well. So we'll see them along with Coates, Langston in the second game, I believe, starting. So this will be a bit of a warm-up for them, for both teams, with the players coming off the bench. Peace, the hippo with the ball, passing back up to the top of the arc to Kyril, who does hit the 3. Okay, apparently she just needed a chance to refocus herself, as immediately after getting the screen from Peace, hits a bomb from beyond the arc to get the Stars started back in this game. That was big. They wish they had that to end the first half. It'll be Hunt. Quick pass over to Moise, who elevates. Coyote elevating for the dunk there. Back within 2 already. Russell dishing down low to Shawan. Shawan able to make the points with the contact. Will send him to the line for an and one, the second and one opportunity for him. As you see, CC is not happy with that call at all. Swan, do not get the Swan pissed. She will let you know very quickly, either through honking or her physical play, that you've upset her. Good on the N1. Wiping away that three-pointer made earlier. Back to a 5-point deficit. Peace. Top of the arc. You see a screen for Teresa. Wide open in the post, but they decide to dish back out to Moise. Shot clock. 5. Another screen from beyond the arc. No good. Battle for the rebound, and it will come up in the Elite's possession. Inari driving to the post against the Coyote off the glass. No good. Clark, offensive board and the putback, though. The Huskies slipping in under the basket there and able to pick up the second chance bucket. Moise. Getting fancy with the footwork, and they're going to call the foul on Clark. He was absolutely all over Moise there. Good on the first. And good on the second. Quick pass to Roth out on the post, and now the pace of the game is starting to slow to a crawl with foul after foul after foul being called here. So the Hawk will head to the line for 2. Good on the first. No good on the second, though. Missed shot there. Teresa. Over to Moise. The post is wide open. They are leaving it. They are stretching the defense as much as possible, which definitely makes it difficult for any kind of help. As you see, they're running the same play they ran last possession. This time, Peace will find the matchup he wanted. Ball will not work in his favor, though, as Roth able to pull down the board. The Hippo just did not have enough time to back down in the post and forced to take a shot from edge of his range, but there we go, stripped. Rustlin, he's generated 5 steals and now had been stolen as well as Cece dished from Tanner. Great pass coming out from the Hyena there to the Swan as she's able to lay it up and in. Pass to Rustlin. A lot of passing coming around from the Elites, but not a lot of movement. There's no real plan, it seems like, as Roth will just take a sliding 2 from the free throw line. He made 2 of those earlier, not able to there. Cece. She's starting to step it up on offense. She wants to back down against the fellow Bird as she fades away over Roth, able to make it work. The Swan outdoing the Hawk there. Back within 2. Elites need an answer. Over Roth. Blocked from behind by Tanner. And will get the rebound. Great defensive stop coming out there. A chance to tie it up for the Stars, and who to do it? Obviously Teresa. No, she'll div it over to Hunt, and the ball knocked out of Tanner's paws, and it will be called off him last as the ball possession remains, or switches now to the Elites. Rustlin. Ball's going to hand up in the Martin's paws. So he lost screens on the perimeter, but he's going to call for one himself. Able to drive it in off the glass. Good bucket there. Good isolation play. We see a lot of movement on the perimeter, and the defense started to get a little mixed up on who they were supposed to guard. That's all it takes sometimes to get an open look, especially with players who aren't necessarily used to playing with each other. Not to knock any of them, but a couple exhibition games is not what it takes to develop teamwork. But huge fadeaway from Pierce there. Pierce able to make the bucket. Talked about him missing a shot outside his range. He stretched it to the max there and able to make it work. Double teamed. Stars are not going to let the Martin take any more shots down low in the post unguarded like that. Anari unable to make the three. Left wide open there by the double team, but not able to convert the opportunity. Peace. On the perimeter, dishing on over to Moise. Steps in to take the three, but no good. Bit of a stalemate here. Neither team able to cross the 50-point mark. 6 minutes and some change left to go in the third quarter, though. Rustlin calls for the screen. Up against CC. Double clutches underneath the Swan's wing and able to lay it in up off the glass. Beautiful little play there. CC committed hard to the block and great body control to be able to pull it down and avoid having it blocked and being able to put it up again. That quick change. Very difficult to do. With the ball at the top of the arc. Wide open look down low in the post for Boyce. The Earwig able to lay it in, answering right back. If the double clutch was fancy from Rustlin, that was just a textbook layup from Boyce. As Rutherfield trying to get a bucket back, no good. Weber will put on the board and hand it over to Rebecca to bring up the court. Back to Boyce. Over to Atheos. Boyce wide open down low in the post again. And oh no, the ball was just a little off the mark there. That was a wide open bucket for the Stars. That, I mean, you say a turnover is costly, but that was pretty much 2 free points just wiped away because of that pass being slightly off. I almost would have been better to go for an alley-oop there and just throw it up, instead of trying to thread it between the defense. Quick shot there from Raston. Ralston able to get the bucket. Adams, step back jumper from mid-range. Oh, that was so close. They wanted to fall, but rattles out. Literally half an inch off either direction, I think, from being a bucket. Over to Chewan. Condori, the Llama, great matchup down low in the post, but gets stripped. Atheos stood no chance of putting up a defensive effort other than swiping the ball there, and the Llama unable to get the shot out, jumped up, and the ball stayed at his feet. It's the Stars now, a chance to answer back. Boys down low to Rebecca. Rebecca decides to give it to Weber. No, they're going to pass it way back out to the post, and the fact the offense was, they had 2 players almost able to put on that board, but it's going to be the Martin able to jump up and pull it down. Rutherfield. Trying to let the play develop, but not a lot of time to let it happen. Ends up finding his way to the paint, but too much power. Stripped and stolen now. Here's a fast break opportunity for the Martin. He's dunked once in the fast break and a second one here. Getting a pair of dunks for the night. Elites starting to build a little bit of a lead here again. The three, no good. Trying to cut the deficit in half did not work out there, and now a chance for the Stars. They need to step it up on defense, or else the Elites, they will draw contact, and Boyce, Earwig will get called for that. Head to the line for two.
Shooting two.
First. Could push it to an 8-point game here, Ralston. Able to do so, no caster's curse. Over to Rebecca. She had that one big dunk to kind of get everyone off their feet, but has been pretty quiet since then. The Stars could definitely use some flash, and it will come from Adams from beyond the arc. Wide open, able to make that work. Megara from Underwood College, able to get it to drop, pulling it back within 5. Retterfield taking it himself down low in the post, laying it up and in. Offense for both teams has picked up in the second half, and it was a very slow start, and the Elites were able to find their rhythm at the end of the first quarter, but it's good to see them continue to improve as the game has gone on. Pleased with the second quarter where they shot poorly. It was off of a couple of poor shot attempts. And the Stars now will be Atheos answering with a 3. Absolutely cutting into this deficit. And yes, the Elites are able to answer back with some points, but still, if the Stars are able to get a third 3, they can cut it down to a 1-possession game. But here's the other side effect. They've stretched the defense out, and you see a good matchup there in the post. See if Boyce goes to it or nope. Boyce wants to take the shot from beyond the arc. They're feeling it from 3, but no good. Stripped. Weber will come up with it. And Weber was the one who initiated the steal attempt, and another opportunity here for the Stars. Need to capitalize on it. Rebecca, top of the arc over to Boyce. Calls for the screen. Line to the basket, able to get it off the side iron. It is good. And that's the big thing. The Elites have had so many points off the turnovers tonight. They've been efficient. They have the lead basically because of the points off the turnovers. So if the Stars can stop the turnovers, they'll stop giving away all these free points. Adams losing the ball off the back of Shewan. That's what I'm talking about, turnovers. If a bucket is converted here, I mean, what was an opportunity to pull it back within 2 is now, well, thankfully thanks to good defense from Rebecca, the Badger, able to halt that, and Adams on the other end, this time not able to get it, but Weber, he is there to clean it up with the light finger tap back in as the clock was starting to wind down. And the half-court heave is no good. The Stars back within 2. They are still in this game as we head to the final 12 minutes of game 1 here tonight. Close game. Can't say which way the ball will land, as every chance the Elites have had to pull away has ended up evaporating as the Stars have dug deep. It's been a pretty spread out effort. Teresa definitely got everyone started in the first quarter, but since then it's been a fair few Furs stepping up. Roth no good on the shot. Obviously Adams with that three-pointer getting them started on the comeback, and Hunt tying us up 61 apiece. Here we are, tie game. 11 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. It's anyone's game still. Good shot attempt there from Roth. Struggling a bit. Finally able to make a bucket fall. A couple misses in a row, starting to eat away at his field goal percentage. CC back to Atheos. Call for a screen, but really didn't get anything out of it as defense is finally starting to wisen up to their strategy. Roth, full half-court, cross-court pass to Ralston, who dives into the post, able to make it work with the defense draped all over them. What a dangerous pass from the Hawk. I mean, that was full cross-court. Thankfully, the defense wasn't there to intercept it, but that so easily could have ended up in the fourth row. Down to Adams. Step back jumper, no good. Stars need to be careful. They can't start taking these low percentage shots just because they feel like they need to force something. Because just like that, the Elites can build a lead. They're up to 67-61, 6-point game here now after what was once a tie game. Stars can't come away empty-handed here. They really do need to be efficient with their shooting. CC over to Atheos, wide open three. This is a good shot, even if it doesn't fall, and it doesn't. Rattled off the rim 3 separate times. And Ralston, just fancy footwork and dribbling, gets them a wide open lane to the basket. Easy bucket there. We're back up 8. The Swan taking her time, trying to let some of the screens develop, and it's going to be Atheos. Long two, no good. That I'm less happy with. I understand a 3, but if you're going to take a 2 like that, and Ralston, the Otter, gets contact from the Hyena, will head to the line for 2 and a chance to put the Elites back up by 10. Nine minutes and some change here. We see some substitutions ready to come in, and ooh, I jinxed them as Ralston misses the first. Good on the second. And the Stars will call timeout. Not a bad idea. They've need to refocus here in the last 9 minutes of the game. They have been able to wipe away deficits like this before. It's just a question of can they do it once again. And personally, I don't think the threes are the best way of doing it. I mean, yes, they found some rhythm, but that was with Adams on the floor, and now they're back to their starting rotation. Kyoto actually got them truly started with the first opening shot. But that was a tough 3 there, and it ends up short. Shot clock against them. There's the problem. 3 minutes without a bucket. Clark! He's only had 2. Actually, no, I think he had a lay-in earlier. This is his second dunk now, coming off the assist from Roth. And there we go. Cece answering back with one of her own. Finally breaking the cold spell, but again, it's 11-2 run here in the last 3 minutes. Oakley with the ball on the perimeter. Giving over to Rustlin. Calls for the screen from the Husky. Step back jumper. No good. Piece. Giving up to the Swan. She wants to go a little bit fast here and strip from behind, but she gets the ball back. Quick reaction from the Swan to get the loose ball in Peace. The Hippo He's just going to bully his way into the post against Oakley. What is even traveling at the FBA if you can't take more than 3 steps? Big bodies like the Hippo able to take advantage. Just find his way to the post. Roth no good on the shot, and Hunt. Good defensive effort coming out. CC was there to provide backup. The run starting to twist back the other way as the Stars decide to reset top of the arc. Over to Moise. Calls for the screen. Not really able to get much. 2-on-1. Off the glass. No good. Good defense there from Oakley. Russell. Dishing to Clark. Over to Nari. She'll pass it back to Clark. And again, Oakley on the perimeter. Calling for screens. I see an open Russlin, but with the shot clock having to take it there, and oh, nothing but net as the buzzer sounds with the shot clock expiring. Russlin keeps us within 9, or gets it back to within 9, I should say. 3 possessions here, 6 minutes to go. There's time to make it up, but not a lot. They need to pick it up on defense and be a bit smarter on their offensive possessions. There we go, Moise wide open. Not able to convert it, but CC is there for the second chance opportunity in the Swan. And those are the good shots. Teresa can hit from beyond the arc. Even if she misses, if you have someone like CC down low in the post, she uses that opportunity. As soon as the ball gets kicked out to Teresa and everyone looks at her, CC's already positioning herself down low in the post for the offensive board, and it worked out there. Clark driving to the paint. High arcing shots, no good. Back to CC. Fast break opportunity against Clark. Dishing it out to Moise. Once again, that in and out. Stars trying to stretch the defense. Laying it up and in. There we go. Moise. 10 points now. Roth switching between wings, laying it up with his right one there as the defense crashed in. Back to 7, but the Stars are chipping away here. Risa. Off the glass, no good. Anari able to put up a great defensive effort there. The isolation play just does not work out for them. Russlin. I've got my eye on Oakley. Does end up in his paws. Great defense. Clark back to Russlin. Shot clock starting to become a problem here. Difficult shot. Ooh, he hit one from there couple possessions ago, but not able to make that one work out. Great pass to Moise. Fouled on the way up by Ross, so they'll go to the line for 2. Go in the first. Good on the second. Back within 5. And now they're trying to wind the clock down, it seems. And really they should be focusing on getting good shots up. 5 points is not enough of a margin to start taking it easy. Yes, they can burn maybe another minute off the clock with this deference, but that's one way to get another possession. Anari stripping it from the Swans' wings. She's going to take the shot herself. Clark was ready for a pass there, but going to the line for 2 is not a bad trade. Go on the first. Get on the second. Back up to 7. Peace with the ball. Moist now. Calling for the screen. Great matchup from Peace in the post. I think that's where they want to go, but they need to hurry up. Just a rush shot, but Peace was ready to get the ball, but no. Difficult shot made. Strip ball, Hunt will come up with it. 5-point game. Moist, fast break opportunity, wide open, will elevate for the dunk. Roth with the ball. Fouled hard there by Tanner. That's his third personal. Within 3, we'll send him to the line for 2, so a chance to get it back to a 2-possession game here, at least if he makes 1. But with 2 minutes and 46 seconds left, really a 2-possession game only can be burned about 30 to 45 seconds. Good on the first. If he can make the second at least, it will force the Stars to make a 3, which they have at least been able to pull out the 3s when needed. And good on the second. 5-point game here. 2 minutes, 43 seconds left to go. How will the Stars try to get back in this game? Do you go for the 3 to start with, or do you go for the 2? Personally, I'd go for the easier bucket, which is the 2-point play. However, fading away, okay, Moist. Clearly starting to feel it there after that last big shot, and that's 18 points for Hamish here. I was expecting a little bit more of a play development with like CC down low in the post, but no. Hamish is just going to fade away from the free throw line with 15 seconds on the shot clock still. And now the pressure is starting to slide towards the elites. They need a bucket here, and they're going to go to the Martin, who has been good, but no! That is a rarity. The ball entered from underneath the rim. So that's a loss of possession and a chance for the Stars to cut this lead down again. They're going to go for a quick shot and no good, but CC is ready for the offensive board. Fouled from behind. Ruslan, you are not going to block the Swan from behind. Not unless she's on her knees and not jumping, so please don't foul her like that from behind. It's an easy call for the refs and free opportunity for her to get some points from the charity stripe. On the first. Good on the second. A 1-point game here. We have a game. 2 minutes left to go. Score might as well be even at this point. Down the fouled on the way up by Teresa. That will send the margin to the line for 2. He's had 20 points here now. He's good on the first. He's been perfect from the free throw line. And of course I jinx him. Oh no, within 2. 90 seconds left to go. Over to Peace. Fighting his way to the post, and we have ourselves a tied game. 90 seconds. You see Teresa, she is pumped, and so is the crowd here. They were down by 10 in this quarter, and they've pulled it back. Nari, they need a shot here. Roth finding his way to the post. Off the glass is no good. A minute to go, and they have a chance to take the lead here for the first time in quite a while. It's going to be Hamish. He got them started, and he finishes it. He pulls them ahead by 2 here. 20 points for him. Over the Shawan. Find down the post. He gets his way into the basket, lays it up and in. He answers back with a score of his own, 83 apiece. Hamish and Shawan both lighting it up for their respective teams. Tie game. So close here. They're going to bring the ball up. 45 seconds left. In theory, that's enough time for 3 possessions if one of these teams takes a quick one. The Stars would be the team to do it. They want to make sure they have the final shot. And of course, they're going to give it to Moise. Dishes out to Peace. They can't give up an easy bucket. It's going to be Carissa. No good from beyond the arc. The Elites, they have a chance here. They won't have the final possession, though. Down to Roth. Roth off the glass is no good. Stars call timeout once again, and they will, in theory, have the final possession here. Stars a chance to walk it off with a buzzer beater. Who will take the shot, though? Moise has been on fire this quarter. Being pushed back, 10 seconds. Quick pass to Hunt. Hunt off the glass is good with the contact. Rustlin not able to foul hard enough, and Hunt will have a chance to make it a 3-point game, and he will. Elites will call timeout with 8.5 seconds left, and here's the problem for them. They have not been a 3-point team tonight, and yet that is what they need here is a 3-point play. Roth will inbound the ball for them. Over to Anari. Anari looks like they want to go for a 2, but not able to convert it, and they are going to foul. But with 0.6 seconds left, it doesn't matter. One free throw and the game is over. Not good there. Okay. An opportunity. If this second one does not fall for Peace, but it will, and that's a 4-point game. The Elites will call timeout, but they needed both free throws to miss for a quick inbound pass. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and call it and say that the Stars will finish at the comeback and win game 1, 87. I didn't think he got it off there in time anyways. As we will dive into the stats, CC finishing with a dub-dub. 11 points, 13 rebounds. Perfect from the floor except for that one missed free throw. Peace, 9 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals, 2 blocks. Doing a bit of everything. Hunter. Tanner Hunt, 7 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Moise catching fire there in the fourth quarter. Put up 20 points total, 3 assists, and a steal. 4 turnovers, though. 1 negative takeaway. Teresa did not pick it up again after that 3-pointer. She had that one spark. Atios, 5 points, 2 for 8 from the field. Weber, 4 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. Adams hit that 1-3 to get them back in the game when they were having some difficulties. Rebecca, quiet outside of her one big dunk, but we'll see if she has anything to say in the second game. Same for Nur. Didn't really get a lot of play time after the first half, as they only put up 11 points, 3 assists. Boyce, 6 points, 1 assist. And Baker didn't see any floor time after that first half. Roth, 19 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Shawan, 23 points, 10 rebounds, a dub-dub for him. 5 turnovers, though. Anari, 6 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists. Just couldn't get anything going from beyond the arc. Probably why she didn't take that 3 in the final minutes, as she wasn't 100% confident behind it. Rustlin, 8 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Couldn't add to his steals. Finished with 5. Clark, 6 points, 4 rebounds, 3 for 4 from the field. Rutherfield, 6 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. Ralston, 9 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, 3 for 5 from the field. Kandori Alama didn't see too much time after the first half. 6 points, 4 rebounds. Oakley, 1 rebound, 1 assist. Langston, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 0 for 2 from the field. Adam didn't really see many minutes, if any, in that second half. 2 points, 1 assist, 1 steal. And Baker with 0 minutes in that second half, only 6 for the game as a whole. And wow, it really came down to that final surge from the Stars. I mean, you look at the first quarter, and they were really slow to get started. Even in the second quarter, they were just barely able to equal the Elites in terms of production. And the third quarter, we saw some life, but we also saw the Elites pull a lead that it took a fair bit of time for the Stars to overcome. And then the fourth quarter, again, they let the Elites build a pretty decent lead there. But in the end, it didn't matter as they found fire and absolutely came back. As you see, their three-point shooting wasn't the greatest from the Stars, 4 for 19, 21%, but non-existent on the Elite side. Field goal percentage was just about equal. Offensive rebounds were equal, and it was really the points off turnover that kept the Elite so far ahead for their, 10-point advantage on their side. So it just came down to the end. Those extra three-pointers were the difference maker in terms of pulling away with the win. Now these players will, some of them will be playing for the same team, but some will be swapping jerseys for Game 2. A bit of a mixing up of teammates for the final game. The players who sat on the deep bench will be the starters for Game 2, while the starters for this game will play more limited minutes and come off the bench for Game 2. So we will be back in a little bit, and I hope to see y'all shortly. Have a good night, but don't tune out.